this time at home against a different Chippewa Valley team. Coming off of a tough loss against the Chippewa JV2 squad Friday up in Chippewa Falls. This week we kick off with back-to-back games. Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday night. Tonight we'll be at home. We're lucky enough to play here on the varsity softball field, so a little bit different look. And happy to know we finally got our camera grades in place, so everything's tracking for the final push of the season. So all said, the varsity is over at the UWRF field playing against Chippewa. Little background for those that may be new to the Big Rivers Conference, but Chippewa Falls owns a lock on conference dominance over the last few years, and they run a tight ship. You can kind of get a feel for how they do warm-ups and just little things that you know, you can tell it's a big program. I picked up on a few things with the JV2 squad, the way their outfield flew around, like everybody's on point, knowing what to do with the system or with the ball. So again, it's crazy when you see it step down from varsity all the way down through the program, and the results pay off. So I think a lot of good things here happening with River Falls, with the numbers we have at the youth level, as well as just the slow turnaround that is happening at the varsity side. So tonight's a big test for them, as it is for the JV squad here. They had a great battle with Chippewa Friday and succumbed to a couple of costly errors at the wrong time, and it was enough to propel Chippewa to a one-run lead. So we did end with runners in scoring position to tie or take the lead. So, you know, we too were one hit away. Now tonight, just watching warm-ups, you definitely have good velocity coming off the pitcher. Looks like we are going to start a similar lineup with, I think Autumn Schultz is taking the mound, but we will see. I haven't seen lineups just yet. And from there, we will get started here once the officials get done with their chit chat, and River Falls will take the field first. So before we get started, always give a shout out to our sponsors. So we're going to do one throw over to them as we get rolling, and then we'll be back.
Falls Wildcats Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage Team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcats softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the Game, you can trust Callie and her team for all your promotional needs. River Falls would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcat softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Hines and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash.
I love it. They're getting ready. We actually have an announcer tonight, so coming back as we scan the players there. Got everybody in line here, so I'm going to do a national anthem here. Play ball. All right, so with that done and out of the way, the national anthem has been sung and we are off and running. So, quick descriptor about what we're up against here tonight. The weather. Forget Chippewa Falls. We have an otherwise gorgeous day, mid 60s, mid to upper 60s, but we have 20 to 30 mile an hour gusting winds off of the left field side. You might be able to pick up some dust, but it will definitely affect any balls up in the air, any fly balls. So all bets are off. And as the Wildcats take the field, we're going to zoom out here a little bit and try to get some of the lineup. So as mentioned, we have Autumn Schultz taking the mound for her second outing against Chippewa Valley. Again, this is a different team. Got Reese Nelson behind the plate. Lily Wang set up at first base. Rory Opatz second. It's like Nora Killian, junior Nora Killian over at third base. And sophomore Tatum Ellingson making her throw there to Lily Wang. And then out in left field, looks like we're going with Kylie Schaefer. She's found herself a spot in the lineup. Harper Lee, standard fixture out in center field, and Ava Johnson out in right. So that is your starting lineup. Pretty standard stuff here for the Cats. And I'm gonna lead off. I'm gonna do my best to try to keep up with their players this time around as I man the wind, cameras, and all the other fun stuff. Wind is making it a treat. So, without further ado, up comes number one. No idea who these players are, so, come to think of it, I think I did grab a roster. And we're underway here, top of the first, Wildcat Field. First pitch from Schultz, in there for a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on, fouled. On a late swing, foul down first base line. And this is, do we have JV? We do have JV. All right, so this is sophomore Marissa Bauer, the leadoff spot. And she faces an 0-2 pitch coming from Schultz. Pitch swung on, fouled back. Just an observation. I went back and watched a few things. So Schultz all season long has worked ahead in the count, been really efficient getting up. One thing that was noticed the other night is she was up in the count, but we could not close. Tons, like the hits that they got and then the subsequent errors seemed to happen with like a 1-2 or an 0-2 count. So anyway, 0-2 delivery, case in point, hit hard to Ava Johnson out in right field. And Ava on there on the nice play. And a little Selly out there in the outfield. So flashing some glove work early on. And we'll bring it back to Schultz with number 21, Brooklyn Helgeson. And she starts to square around. So this is another sophomore. So similar to the Cats, they sport a couple of juniors on the JV team. 4 sophomores, and then the rest are freshmen. So try to point that out where they're at. So first pitch was missed high on a fake bunt attempt. So everybody should be aware. We're going to try a slap hit bunt. So for those at home, that is that right there. We're running. And just like that. And that's why you do that. So she gets an extra step and a half, if not 2 to 3 steps on a right-handed hitter. So that was a clean hit, slapped. Shortstop Tatum Ellingson fielded it cleanly and threw to first, but not in time for the sheer speed of Brooklyn. All right, so nobody out. I'm expecting this to be a first pitch going. Square to bunt. Nelson up and throwing. She fires it down. What? Holy buckets. Okay. Well, all I'm going to say is what? That was a quick throw, good spot, good tag, and called her safe anyway. So, all right, just like that. Chippewa has lead runner on second. 2-0 count. Next pitch. Misses just low. He's showing 2-0. So 2-0, 1 out. And the 2-0 delivery. Foul back, strike 1 on a 2-0 fastball. Going to see a lot of velocity tonight. The 2 that I saw warming up can throw some heat. And we know that Autumn and the River Falls pitching staff can also bring it. So going to be legit hitting here. Can't quite tell her number. It looks like this might be Zoe Darley, number 12, but I'll let you know. And ball fouled. Nope, this is number 22, Cameron Wiedemeyer. So be a freshman.
Have a plan to work that timing though, right? One out now, be smart. Leave that ball in the outfield.
All right, the 2-2 delivery. Ho 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 ho. Misses just low. And I'll leave it at that. That did not miss by much. All right, so brings us to a 3-2 count. Schultz gets her sign. Payoff pitch coming. Ground ball hit hard to Ellingson. Ellingson stays with it, and she's literally, okay, a little dangerous there. Just came up on a bouncer, unable to field it cleanly and get it across to first, and that advances the runner. So with 1 out, the Cardinal get 2 runners aboard, first and third. And now we have the signal, so we'll see what they attempt to do. And up to bat is Vienna Sutherland, sophomore, number 2. First pitch, squares the bunt. And they're going to give up the bag on the fake bunt steal. and that'll go for ball one. So back to the situation. Now we're in a good spot. Let's see how the girls respond to this. First inning. 1-0 pitch. Called strike one. And I swear there have been 2 other pitches. I'll take that strike. Take that strike. Not one to complain here, but there were definitely 2 others that couldn't have been off of that spot too much. But we'll take it. So again, 1-1 count, 1 out. Runners on second and third here, top of the first, as we navigate the not quite gale force winds. One delivery. Swung on. Squibber to first baseman Opats. She's going to glove it and field it for out number 2. And that fielder's choice brings the first run of the game in for the Cardinal. All right, good communication here in the field. Everyone knows what they're doing, and up to bat now. Takes her first strike down the middle. Fastball is number 12, sophomore Zoe Darling. So, 0-1 count coming. Schultz has her sign. Steadies, readies, and delivers. High fastball swung on, strike 2. All right, and just like that, we're 0-2. Again, Schultz working ahead nicely. And she comes back, swung on, ground ball to Nora Killington. She throws a strike to first baseman Lily Wang. And the Cats get out of the inning. So not too bad, all things considered. That would be 1 hit, 1 error, or 1 hit, no walks, 1 run on 1 error. All right, on the mound for the Cardinal is sophomore, number 2, Vienna Sutherland, who have no pitching stats on, but as you can see, she throws good gas. Would expect her to have a pretty solid changeup. So, fun little fact, I can never remember the name of the academy up there. I think it's BSA. But Chippewa Falls has a really nice indoor facility, so it stands to reason. They're playing year-round. Good field turf, multi-use complex. We've gone up there and played a couple of indoor softball tournaments over the last couple of years with the youth teams. It's really nice in that regard. So as we zoom out here a touch, we'll see who we got up there. I'm expecting pretty standard lineup, not too many changes. I can see the first 4 are going to be Autumn Schultz taking the leadoff spots. She digs in. We'll hop back to the home plate cam. So first pitch misses, low for ball one. True confidence there is you throw all your warm-ups and then you lead off with a changeup. Just because they're sitting over there timing. All right, second pitch. High check swing, and she goes around for strike number one. All right, 1-1 delivery coming. Changeup. Full Schultz gets out on that front foot, and well, classic changeup. Next pitch, line shot out to right field. Schultz takes her 1-2 pitch and gives a little payback, and leadoff runner is aboard here in the bottom of one. So up next is gonna be Rory Opatz. She leans in. First pitch coming. And we're gonna fake a bunt and or take, and it is a called strike down the middle. Holy bucket. You just see the dust blowing. All right, the 0-1 coming. High fastball swung on and missed by Opatz. Oh-2 delivery. Checked swing, and she did not go, so good check, good hold. What? Come on, how do you call that? Like, that official's out in the middle of the field. Sorry, but that I'm standing on the first base line, or I'm left of, and her bat didn't come around. That's an absolutely horrible call. I don't like to get too critical. However, that one was bad. If you're gonna appeal, be in the right position to make the call. He's not, and it wasn't even close, but whatever. Moving on, first pitch, swung on a strike. So when you're facing a pitcher, these guys haven't, this is probably the fastest they've seen this year, in truth. You know, you gotta really use your lineup over there to get your on deck circle swing. So we got Harper Lee up to bat, freshman, and she's gonna take the next pitch inside for ball two. Checking Harper as she gets her signs and takes her stance in there. Pitcher takes her look. Ball's popped up to infield. This is going to be tricky. Wind is blowing it, and that is fielded. And Harper Lee is retired on a pop-up to the second baseman. So, again, good signs. First time through, new pitcher, good velocity. You want balls in play here. And make your adjustment second time around, and we'll take a run anytime we can get it. But all right, so up next is Nora Killian. She steps in. She's ready to go. First pitch coming. That's going to miss inside and low, and that will be enough to let Autumn Schultz advance to second. So just like that, Killian finds herself with a runner in scoring position. Harper Schultz hoping she can, Autumn Schultz hoping, getting tongue-tied here, hoping she can level the score here in first inning with some little 2 outs jingle. So got a 1-1 count here. Killian has her sign and gets fooled on a changeup, dirt ball read. Schultz makes the read successfully and advances to third. Good heads-up base running play there by Autumn Schultz. All right, So we're coming back to a 1-2 count. Curious what they're going to go with. So in this case, it looks like the pitches are being called by the coach. I'd go change up here, and misses inside for ball 2. So we are 2-2. Pitcher takes her sign. Change up. Okay, I'm gonna say it across the plate, check swing, but must have been down the middle, and change up fooled her. So pretty effective change up that we've seen thus far. And just like that, they get out of the inning. So 1 hit, 1 left on base, and the Cardinal move to the top of the second with hitters 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna do my best to just call the game, not call the ball strikes, but yeah, certainly some question marks thus far. All right. All right. Well, you missed a whole lot of talking in there because I didn't have the mic on, but you've been seeing what's gone down. First batter gets a leadoff walk, and we're up to a 1-2 count. So Schultz is ahead again. And 1-2 delivery coming. It's popped up, and Lily Wang is going to glove it for out number 1. And this brings up batter number 6, junior Brooke Schwiefelhofer. It's got a German feel to it. First pitch, down. Taken, strike 1. Snap throw by Reese down. Good movement on the right fielder. We had backups, everybody in position where they need to be. Next pitch. In the dirt. They're low for ball 1. Nelson reads. Threatens to throw down. So the 1-1 delivery now. But laid down. It's going to go to Schultz, and everybody's moving. All right, so just like that, unfortunately, it's the timing. So nobody home at second base or at first base. Second base, I don't know if the steal froze our second baseman, Rory, or how that worked, but almost looked like Lily could have stayed at home. She was late jump up too, but all the adjustments made, and we are back to number 1, Marissa Bauer. Takes the first pitch as a strike. Next pitch, fouled back by, sorry, this is not number 1. This is freshman Harlow Bruce, who fouls the second pitch back for strike 2. All right, the 1-2 delivery. Fouled back, or 0-2 delivery, fouled back. So again, similar trend that I'm seeing here where Schultz is getting ahead, and just a sound ball club. They do really well with 2 strikes, hitting with 2 strikes, and they're getting a lot of foul balls, making it hard to get the easy strikeout out. And we're seeing something similar here with this team. So, change up. Bounces in front of the plate and hops up and over. Not much Nelson could do. She was in a squat position, and that was just one of those unfortunate bad hops. Hits the plate and shoots straight up in the air, so that will advance both runners. And now we're into some situational ball with 1 out, runners on second and third. And 1-2 count as a dust cloud comes blowing into our face. So, 1-2 delivery. Nope. Misses inside. Two-two delivery coming. Goes upstairs. And that brings us to a full count. It's one of those tricky spots. If you walk, the base is open, makes it easier for the infielders. Same time, you take an easy out too. So, you just want to deliver a good pitch in this situation. 3-2 delivery. Hit well, that's hit hard. Looks like, well, and Lee gloves it. She throws it in. Ball is cut, and runners tag from second to third, and third scores. So just like that, good fly ball. on a 3-2 count, hit to mid center field, gloved by Harper Lee, but that is enough to get a runner around on the sacrifice fly. Sorry on my switch there. It was a little too zoomed in. A little harder to get everything going here. All right, so up next is number 1, Marissa Bauer. This brings us back to the top of the order. So with 2 outs, the Cardinal get back to the top of the order here, and we'll see how we do this time around. First ball hit hard, line shot. It's going to get to left center field as the ball rotates in, and Opats holds it up. And on the first pitch to the leadoff batter of the game, her second time, she takes it hard shot to right center field with a stand-up double. And that drives in another run. So, up next is number 21, freshman Cam Custer. Slap hitter and does it again. Probably would have worth letting that try to go foul, in truth. That's a tough one. It's where it's just tough. Slap hitter, and that's 2 infield hits. That's why that is effective. If you've got wheels, you get that extra step and a half. It is a game of speed, folks. And that, she has executed 2 of those almost perfectly. Little slaps. Fake bunt. Nelson catches, fumbles it. Let's hope the dropsies aren't creeping up. But just like that, we got another gust of wind. Feel bad for those behind the plate and the stands. So, 0-1 delivery, 2 on, ball's popped up. They're talking, and Ellingson's going to call off Killian for out number 3. Cardinal leave 2 aboard, but not before scoring 2 here in the top of the second. All right, coming back at you here. The Cats are going to have batters 5, 6, 7 coming up here to lead off the second. And that is Tatum Ellingson, followed by Kylie Schaefer in the 6th slot. And I can't see who will be batting 7th. All right, coming back at you. Again, we got lefty Tatum Ellingson, sophomore shortstop. First pitch, swung on, and strike one. Hey, look at that, didn't even have to change anything. Forgot to clear that on the scoreboard. All right, the 0-1 delivery coming, and she's gonna miss high and in. Everyone's ducking. Ellingson's twisting, umpire's ducking back behind. Taken for ball one. Oh, said it glanced off her arm is what we're going with. And that might be why everybody was ducking. That was inside enough. So just like that, there have not been many of those this year, but Tatum Ellingson draws a lead-off hit by pitch. And up next is got Kylie Schaefer. And her first pitch is gonna miss high. And that's enough to get Ellingson immediately in scoring position. So we'll see what the Cats can drum up from this point forward as they look to get a notch back on the board. So there's another look at Schaefer, and gets fooled on a second pitch changeup, bringing the count 1-1. There goes my color man, Brett Wang. Schaefer squares the bunt, misses outside. And I'm just gonna go with we lost one and we got one there because Schultz slid into a tag. Ball was there, so that was a fake bunt. So we're asking for an appeal to the throw down to third. Fake bunt steal. So you got a batter standing there who pulls back. And they're asking about her options. Throwing to third, but the ball was delivered. Schultz slid in and he called her safe, so we're gonna take it. Another changeup taken high, and that will bring the count to 3-1 for Schaefer. So hitters count. Definitely would not call it a home run type of day, but if you're gonna get it, it's likely gonna go to right field, and she's gonna miss inside. So the Cats get two aboard here, bottom of the second, with Schaefer and Ellingson. Up to bat now is going to be sophomore right fielder Ava Johnson. And Ava likes to bunt, so this would be, looks like their third baseman is playing way in. So everything's got to be in sequence. If you want to bunt in this situation, you wait for the throw if you're the runner on third, and she is looking to bunt. Oh, dangerous. Okay. And that was Ellingson. Nice, healthy lead. Schaefer steals second on the called strike bunt. So, Cats cooking with some peanut oil thus far. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of 2, and 0-1 count to sophomore Ava Johnson. Next pitch, called strike on a slow floating changeup, enough to fool anybody. May have fooled you guys at home. Next pitch, swung on and will be recorded as a strikeout for out number 1 of the inning. Up next is freshman first baseman Lily Wang. She steps in. Pitcher takes her sign. And the 0-1 delivery. It's going to miss outside for ball 1. All right. Lily. Oh, crap. Oh, I need that. That's my lineup card. Don't blow wind. All right. Crisis averted, those at home. 1-0 pitch. It's going to miss low for ball 2. Drop my lineup sheet there. All right, 2-0 count. Big swing by Wang. Trying to catch up on the fastball coming in there from Vienna Sutherland. Putting the count at 2-1. So Sutherland takes her sign. Reads and comes back to Wang, and gonna go with an inside called strike based on Wang's reaction there. He's 3-2. Close. Easily could have been rung up, but called a ball on a low pitch, and he's been calling them evenly. Those were the ones that I was groaning on earlier in the game that he was calling as balls. So again, pretty even. He wins some, he loses some, and that one down the middle. Really looked surprised by that. So that would be out number 2. So up next is freshman catcher Reese Nelson, with runners in scoring position at second and third. First pitch swinging, she was timed up correctly. And we're going to see what we go with. I would expect this will be a changeup. Let's see what we got here. Next pitch, it is. And that's going to be in there for strike 2. So 0-2 count. Now we got to work through hitting with 2 strikes. Pitch, back, called, strike 3. And just like that, the Cardinal get out of a jam with 3 consecutive strikeouts to batters 7, 8, 9 in the Wildcat lineup. And that moves us to the top of 3 with the Cardinal up 3-0 thus far. And up to bat for the Cardinal, I believe, will be batters 4, 5, and 6, which were 2 ground outs and a walk if you were scoring at home. All right, coming back at you here, top of 3. Facing middle of the lineup, and Schultz takes the mound. Thus far, with tell you're facing a well-coached, good hitting team, as we are 1 1/3 of the way through their lineup, and they have not recorded a strikeout yet. And with this, the coach is talking to the home plate umpire about something on third. I don't know if it had to do with that throw down or where we were at, but again, we will hop back to plate cam here for pitching action. First pitch misses high and away for ball 1. One-0 delivery popped up. Oh. Nelson unable to find it. Popped up. Always hit and miss. Get that mask off and find it. Foul ball levels it off to 1-1. And it is interesting where they're navigating their timing as well. As I had mentioned, they haven't seen this speed of pitcher much at all this year, and likewise, the feeling's mutual. So it's a good test for both teams, see how you do, and unfortunately, they've had timely hits and gotten position where they needed to be, and we're getting runners there, and we're just not closing when they get to their position. So brings another low ball, brings the count to 3-1. Hitters count to, again, the 4-hitter. Normally this would be a dangerous situation. She grounded out to second base last time. So we'll see what we have, a 3-1 count coming. Down the middle, popped up, that's gonna hang, and Opats is camped underneath it for out number 1. So, 2 balls hit to the second baseman there. If you're charting at home, it has amazed me over a few years of doing that. And it really comes down to just hand-eye coordination and where you're at with your swing. You tend to time a fastball about the same from one at-bat to the next. So, ground ball to Opats. Opats plays nice and deep, comes up and throws. So, first swing, first out there by number 12. Sophomore Zoe Darley is grounded to Opats for out number 2. The wind swirls. So up to bat now is number 35, who walked last at bat. First walk in quite some time for Schultz. Again, working so efficiently, getting ahead in the count. You don't see a lot of walks. And within this case, so just like that, another ground ball to Opats. Opats squeezes, fields, and throws to first for out number 3. So without too much struggle there, the Cats get 3 up, 3 down to retire the side. And moving to the bottom of 3. And this is a good, maybe we'll do a 4th inning stretch and we'll throw it to the sponsors. But that said, let's zoom in and see what we got. We're going to be coming up on second time through for the Wildcats. Always gives you a better look at speed. I doubt that there's too many trends forming, but I have picked up she likes to throw a second pitch change. And so a lot of it's how the batter's timed up one way or the other. So coach is reading that, and coach is calling the pitches. So I would assume she's mixing it up more so. You can get caught up and locked when you're out in the throes of the game, and before you know it, you're in a pattern that you're throwing the same pitch with the same count every time. So coaches tend to avoid that, and they're reading pitch by pitch. So about to get after it here in the bottom of 3rd. I'm going to take a quick break. All right, coming up to bat, as mentioned, leadoff hitter, number 18, freshman pitcher, Autumn Schultz, as she takes her stance. First pitch misses low in the dust cloud for ball 1. Schultz gets a read. Deep breath as she steps back in. Change up, swung on and missed. Definitely fooled her, got her out front. That's it. Whew. Another changeup, missed inside. Not by much. Last at bat, Schultz singled. She's gonna chase a fastball upstairs. After seeing two changeups, I'm sure that one looked good. Anything near the middle. It's not a floating change. Try to get after it. All right, next pitch. Changeup and gets her out on her front foot. Another deadly changeup. So, good strikeout there. That brings up junior second baseman Rory Opatz, who went down swinging on a very questionable check swing last at bat. First pitch in there, foul back into the baseball backstop. Behind us, as you hear us say from time to time, we have a JV baseball game being played as well against Hudson. Changeup misses low and away, evening the count out at 1-1. Pat's next pitch, very late called strike. Definitely looked pretty good call as far as where it was gloved. You guys may have a better angle on plate. I know it's a little off kilter, but and next pitch misses outside, so levels things out at 2-2 with one out. Two delivery misses high, and Rory's gonna take deep breath, get her sign, get set up in there for the 3-2 payoff pitch coming. And we're gonna miss on a what looked to be a 3-2 changeup. So again, that tells you a little something about where the pitcher's confidence is at. 3-2, you're gonna throw a changeup or an off speed, you're in a good spot. You brought your control, you brought all your pitches, but not before it puts Rory Opatz on base. So, all right. This brings up freshman center fielder Harper Lee. Fouls off the first pitch. Harper gets her read. Pitcher's got her sign. Opatz first, and changeup misses off the plate and outside, bringing it to 1-1. So again, just a nugget that I've noticed, a lot of one-strike changeups. And Opatz takes her lead into the bat spinner. Foul ball over here to the first base side. Lee takes her stance for the 1-2 delivery. Pitcher's got her sign, and Lee stays with it. Ground ball, flipped to second, and they're going to get the lead runner. Good discipline, right play there. And Lee grounds into a fielder's choice. It gets the lead runner, Opatz, out at second. And this brings up Nora Killian, who went down swinging last time. And Lee's going to take a big lead on an inside ball. The 1-0 delivery coming, changeup, grounded to the shortstop, thinks about second, and she decides to flip to first with 2 outs. That's usually your play. You got the most time over there, and without too much craziness, the Cardinal get out of the inning again. So we will enter the top of the fourth with a 3-run lead for Chippewa Valley Cardinal. Everybody seems to have settled into the game, and this is kind of what you would expect for a battle of two heavyweights getting after. It's not really these two teams' second game of the year, but they did just play Chippewa JV2 on Friday. So we'll get used to this red and white. Our next game Thursday, we'll be back up in their neck of the woods and doing this one more time. So coming up to bat, we've got seven, 8, 9. After what I think was 3 consecutive outs by Wildcats last inning. I may have missed one, but I had 4-3 written down on the one I didn't think I had. So anyway, up to bat here is number 10, Emma Weiler, junior, last at bat. Emma, I believe, got on a bunt. Where it was just a weird fielding situation where you had a runner stealing, nobody covering at first, and that was enough to get her on. Now a little bloop, that's trouble, and that's gonna get down here right down the first baseline. Kind of jammed her up, but one of those seeing eye singles that blooped over first baseman's head and next to impossible to get. It landed right in front of me here over on the first base side. So next up, after the dust clears, holy man, it's crazy town. We have number 3, Harlow Bruce, freshman. Last at bat for her was a pop up to Lily Wang here on the first base side. So first pitch, squares the bunt. Nelson's on it. She comes out, hops on it quick. Opats, quick to cover. Everybody moved exactly where they were supposed to in that sequence. So you love seeing that as a coach. And Chippewa did what they needed to do to manufacture a run. So fielder's choice bunt. And up to bat now is Harlow Bruce. Or did I say that last time? I may have. But we have Harlow Bruce up this time. Last at bat, I have her flying out to center field on a fairly well hit ball, actually. I believe it was a 1-2 or 0-2 count, but could be off there. All right, next pitch misses in the dirt. Nelson, and this is interesting. All right, so what we had there, runner, Nelson dropped, ball landed right below her. Runner's moving and shortstop collided, so Tatum collided with the runner. She would have gotten the base anyway, but it was kind of a weird play stoppage. I think that was a called strike, so Harlow Bruce. Schultz coming back. First one was a ball. So 1-1 count. All right. So 1-1 count to Bruce. Runner is now on third. And quick discussion. I don't have anybody mic'd up. I mean, it's only so much we can do here. And we're looking, scoreboard showing 2-1. Umpire's going 1-1. And I don't know where we ended the discussion. So coming back to it, you got a runner on third, 1 out. That's the important thing, but then pitch count is also. Ball misses outside. So then that will bring it to 3-1. So 3-1 count here to the 9 batter. Pitch down the middle, called strike 2. Payoff pitch coming. Schultz, or ball grounded, third base, thrown across to Wang. Nora with a great play, quick peek, throw it across. Hits Wang. Wang immediately to the middle, but to keep the runner at first. So that brings 2 outs on a 5-3 ground out. And this brings up leadoff hitter, sophomore Marissa Bauer, who last at bat had a stand-up double to right center field on a first pitch fastball. Ooh, just misses on a high fastball. Next pitch misses high and away. Gloved by Nelson, bringing things to a 2-0 count. Two-0 count coming. Ball popped up, and Lee calling it, and she takes ownership as the center fielder has every right to, and gloves it for out number 3. And the Cats get out of a fun spot with a runner on third with 1 out. So no runs given, and middle of 4 here, we're gonna go to a little sponsor video. Say thanks for helping us put this on.
Wildcats softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcats softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the Game, you can trust Callie and her team for all your promotional needs. River Falls Wildcats softball.
All right, coming to the plate is gonna be sophomore shortstop Tatum Ellingson. Last at bat, Tatum got grazed by a pitch and reached first base safely on a hit by pitch. One of the few that we've had this year. It seems like I can remember a couple rolling up and hitting a shoe, but by and large, there haven't been many hits batsmen on the year, and that's a testament to decent pitching. So Ellingson, one of the big hitters, usually good for a couple of extra base hits per game. All bets are off when you're playing teams of this caliber. So definitely where our stats get a little skewed. First pitch coming, and Ellison's gonna hold her swing for what? He called that a strike, I think, which blows my mind. as he was ducking. All right, this is going to be a weird swinging bunt, and unable to run that one out and beat the throw. So that was a good play by the third baseman for out number 1. That was one of those way out in front of a changeup. Came off the end of the bat, a little squibber towards third base, and it's effectively a swinging bunt. Third baseman's playing way in. I don't know if you guys can see that at home, but I'll give a quick glimpse. I mean, she's a solid first baseman move. She's a solid 2 steps there in front of the bag. So effectively, really challenges your ability to bunt. So Schaefer fouls the second pitch off for strike 1, leveling the count off. First pitch, Schaefer smashes one to third, and that ball's gonna come errant my side. Just as we were talking about the third baseman, absolutely snagged a backhand hit hard as she's playing in close. Like, that becomes a hot corner for all the reasons when you're in tight like that. And up next now is sophomore Kylie Schaefer. Zoom in and coming back to the pitch, and she's going to fake the bunt. And the Cats, questionable to manufacture a run here with Schaefer on first base. The 1-0 delivery, gonna miss low and away. Bringing the pitch count 2-0. Here, bottom of 4. Cats down 3-0. Looking to get on board. Next pitch, down the middle, outside, taken for a strike. Oh, I'm sorry. Schaefer got on board on the errant throw, and this is Ava Johnson. So, off of batter there. Apologies at home. Schaefer reached on that overthrow error. So 3-1 count coming to Johnson, and she takes a fastball down the middle. Johnson takes a deep breath as she takes her stance. Pitcher has her sign, payoff delivery, and it's foul back out of play. Sorry, a little late on the switch there. Hop in there. See Johnson again. Ready for the, well, we're gonna call time and let the dust storm blow through. Ava with a deep breath. Pitcher's got her sign, and changeup's gonna be popped up in the infield. And while it's dirty, pop up to center, or pitcher for out number 2. All right, this brings up freshman first baseman Lily Wang, who went down looking last at bat. And 2 outs. First pitch down the middle, swung on, strike 1. See if Lily can get a ball in play here. 0-1 pitch, and it's gonna miss high and away. Gets by the batter and advances Schaefer to second on the wild pitch. All right, the 1-1 count. Changeup floats in there for a swinging strike. Wang tries to keep her weight back. It's one of the harder things to coach and teach, but so now we got the 1-2 delivery, and she chases a ball upstairs for a another strikeout. So just like that, the Cats leave another runner on base, and that will bring the strikeout total for the Cats pitcher to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 17 batters faced. So that is a sign we're struggling with the pitching. But without further ado, let's get it over to our other sponsors just to say thanks, and we may end up at Johnny's tonight anyway.
Falls Wildcats Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcats Softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Himes and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls Wildcats Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our
All right, bring it back to it here. So leadoff batter is number 21, Brooklyn Helgeson, who's reached safely twice tonight on 2 infield slap singles, getting down the line quick, and we're gonna do it again. Like, I would just pull everybody in, honestly. Take the chance. Yep, it's kind of what they're saying. She's reached safely twice, squares around, like, it's her MO, and she's good at it. So take the speed away, and second pitch misses low for ball 1. And in this case, she kind of starts with a bunt, like she squares around, and then it's more just a quick slap it. And next one, doing it again, and down 2-1. So pitcher, you're just trying to not be distracted by the square round, throw your pitch, hit your target, and trust in your fielding. So 2-1 delivery here. Schultz and gets her on a taken, like, these aren't really swinging strikes, but bat's in the zone, and it's kind of a weird one to call. So 2-2 pitch coming. Leadoff batter here, top of 5. Pitch coming, long step, flip, slap liner. Just got under it a little bit and lined out to Nora Killian at third base, who's had a solid fielding evening. Up next is number 22, freshman Cameron Wiedemeyer, and she's going to pop it up to Lily Wang at first base. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Efficient work, putting away batter number 2 here in the 5th. All right, this brings up number 2 pitcher, Vienna Sutherland, sophomore. On the evening, she is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs to second baseman Rory Opatz. First pitch in there, check swing, kind of a weird wonky bunt that, I don't know what you call that. Started a swing, stopped it, finished in a bunt style, and it was enough to pop it up to shortstop Tatum Ellingson. So in 2 pitches, the Cats get 2 outs there, and took a little bit to get that first out on the slap hitter, but they put them away. 1, 2, 3 in the top of 5, and now it's go time to get some runs. The Cats will bring up freshman catcher Reese Nelson to lead off the bottom of 5. And that will send us to the top of the order. Trailing 3-0 on a windy spring night. Nelson takes her stance in the box. And first pitch misses, long away for ball 1. Second pitch coming. Fastball misses inside for ball 2. Not sure what that conversation was about, but as a catcher, you never know. Develop a relationship with the umpire. Changeup coming. Fouled off her foot. Or the plate or something. Plate should be in play, but ball ended up foul regardless. So, Nelson battles here with a 2-1 count. 2-1 delivery. High fastball, way behind on that one, and that will level the count up at 2-2. A 2-2 delivery. And we're going to miss way outside, bringing the count full. So let's see how we do. Here in the 3-2 payoff delivery, as Nelson clears the box, takes her stance. Pitcher looks at her wristband, gets ready for the 3-2 payoff. Pitch coming, fouled back by Nelson. All right, 3-2 payoff again. Changeup, it's gonna miss low, and that puts the leadoff runner alive. And is this enough to get things going here? Up to bat now is Autumn Schultz. Last at bat, Schultz went down swinging. First at bat, she got a single, so she is 1 for 2 on the night. And let's see if she can help herself. I would not expect her to bunt in this situation, just to move a run. We need 3. Big hitter, and Nelson's back safely, not before dirtying her uniform on the throw back to first. So as Schultz takes her stance in the box, calling for time, pitcher's got her sign, and the 0-1 delivery. Changeup, and she has been stymied with the changeup tonight, if memory serves, on that last at bat. So we shall see how the pitch selection goes here. So the 1-1 delivery coming, fouled back into the baseball field for strike number 2. Schultz calls for time. Pitch coming. Changeup's gonna miss upstairs and high. Again, these guys are quick to get it back to the pitcher. Pitcher's taught well to do the look at your lead runner, catch and look, so there's no delayed steal shenanigans. 2-2 delivery. Ground ball short or second base. Flip to second. And almost bobbled the throw on the flip. And that will bring us 1 out on the fielder's choice. And Schultz finds her way at first base. And up to bat is Rory Opatz. And Opatz, first pitch in there, didn't miss outside. Schultz with the big lead. Hoping to get one back, or never know, get things started here. Opatz is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout and a walk. That foul ball there on the second pitch levels the count out at 1-1. One pitch, change up, weak swing, and absolutely great hustle play. I hope you guys could see that from home. That third baseman coming in and just full out dive. And they're just checking to see how she's doing, and that's exactly it. Sometimes the belt, it's not pleasant when you dive full out that way. The belt buckle will catch and roll, and doesn't feel super great as you dive and roll through it. So, little foul ball. Excellent effort there by third baseman. That is third baseman number 1, Marissa Bauer. She leads off. So, all right, bringing us back here, we have a 1-2 count to junior Rory Opatz. Cat's looking to get a little bingo going, and she's going to chase a pitch out of the zone for strike 3. And this will be Harper Lee taking her stance here with shades on, and 2 outs here, top of 5. First pitch changeup. Called strike. Lee's been getting the ball in play tonight. She's popped to second and hit into a fielder's choice. So she's technically 0 for 2, but getting the ball in play. Snap throw back to first. Runner safe on an outside pitch. Always easy to do. Your body's already moving that way on an outside pitch. You just kind of go with the flow. So, Cats get a little noise going. Hopefully get this started. And Lee chases one upstairs, fights it off, fouls it down the first base line, and we'll get a re-attack. One-two delivery. Ball's popped up. Fouled right by me. Getting heckled for not jumping off my platform and diving for it. Ball's returned. All right, so the 1-2 delivery misses low and away by Sutherland. Bringing it 2-2, 2 out, runner on first. Sure. See if Lee gets jammed up, and she's going to get a ball through the middle. And Schultz is going to try to take third and kicks the ball loose. Ball beat her pretty handily. Very well played catch, throw, delivery. And thankfully, Schultz slid through the tag. So good little hustle play over there at Urselli. And that brings us up to Nora Killian coming up. Runners in second and third now with 2 outs. So a little 2-out bingo. Let's see if Killian can come through with a timely hit that the Cats need. And just let everybody know you're alive here. Neither of these teams have faced too many dicey moments throughout the season. This would be one of them. So Killian is 0 for 2 on the night, so she is due. She has a strikeout and a ground out to the shortstop. And I'm really wanting that sun to come back out because with this wind, it drops fast. But quick little defensive huddle. Make sure everybody knows what's up. Likely you're saying, hey, I'm trying to make an out here. Keep your heads level. Runners really don't mean that much, but outfield, we want to come home. Infield, you're looking to make a play. Have first. So, first pitch coming, called strike one. The 0-1 delivery, change up, and umpire couldn't see it. He's going to call that a ball. Nope, he's going to call that. I don't know what he's got. He's showing 2-0, scoreboard showing 1-1. I swear he called the first pitch a strike, so that makes it 0-2. And now he's confused. All right. So we are 0-2. He did call that pitch a changeup, a strike. It did look like a strike. There's just a big dust ball coming. So next pitch, heater misses high and away. Great location for that pitch. So Sutherland still got her foot on the gas based on the velocity of that pitch. 1-2 payoff pitch coming. And that ball is fouled out of play over to the baseball field. And brings us back to, all right, Killian fighting her way through this at bat. Runners on second and third. Timely single here would be huge to claw back in, at least get a run or two back. But Lee should be moving on contact with 2 outs, and Killian gets frozen on a fastball down the middle. So just like that, the Sutherland pitches her way out of another dicey spot here, bottom of 5. So it's been one of those nights. 2 more strikeouts recorded. Cats are scratching, but they're not getting through. I'm not keeping track of left on base, but I can think of at least 2 moments we've had stranded runners on second and third. 2 more where we've left another runner at first or at second. So definitely leaving some runners out there, and you know, that's the tricky part of the game where you need hits at the right time and got to make plays. So, just quick little zoom out. Outfielders getting ready for their reps, and likewise the infielders doing their little defensive huddle, lock in, and finish strong. As we move into the top of the 6th. Up to bat for Chippewa Falls Cardinal. Who do we have here? Looks like we got number 12, Zoe Darley, sophomore, who is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 ground balls, 1 to third and 1 to the second baseman. First pitch, batter squares around 2 bunts and fouls it back. popped up here, first base side, and that's going to hit the top of the dugout, and it's just enough to get it out of play. Awesome. That works. If you're standing there, make sure you're watching, though. I can't scream heads up. Oh, good stuff. All right, so just like that, Schultz finds herself up in the count, 0-2. And next pitch is fouled away, leaving it at 0-2. Schultz staying on it, 0-2 coming. And ball popped up, it's drifting, and that's gonna drift foul. Coach. And another ball coming our side. So tough outs, as you've heard me say all night. We remain at 0-2. And trying to get that third strike has been difficult all night. Thank you, sir. Next pitch, foul back. We can do this all night. Keeping book, cameraman, announcing, foul ball return guy. Oh, good stuff. So, as a pitcher, this is a unique moment. You're not getting your fastball by. You're moving your location. I personally, as a catcher, get out of the zone. Just move it off the plate. See, and going low, that's fine too. Just see if you can get her to chase something high and in, or again, nothing anywhere near the zone. So, all right, so with that missed ball in the dirt to the leadoff batter here in the top of 6, brings us to a 1-2 count. We go change up, and it is pulled hard down left field line. And this would be categorized as a quality at bat by sophomore Zoe Darley. I don't know the official definition of a QAB, QAB, but it's getting to, I think it's like 6 pitches, and just forcing the pitcher to work a lot more to get you out. So coming back to it, 1-2 delivery, fouled off again. And we got another ball on the baseball field. And Schultz takes a deep breath as she is working through her options to try to get a ball by her. Everybody should be ready. Next pitch, and there you go. That was pitch out of the zone just to see if she could chase. And now we're at 2-2. And this is when they say pitching's one of the harder spots on the field. This is why, because you can be throwing everything you got, doing what you can to keep it in the zone, and hitters just keep fouling the ball back, and you just keep working, and it turns into girl against girl. Who's going to win the at-bat? All right, so after pitch 22, we have a 2-2 count. Nobody on, leadoff batter in 6. And ground ball hit to Nora Killian. She fields, throws across the infield for out number 1. Gets the leadoff runner, and a lot of high fives, and that right there is a deep sigh of relief. As a pitcher, it's like you worked your tail off, ball gets put in play, and your team is there to support. So up next is McKenna Schmidt. And McKenna is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk and a ground out to the second baseman, Rory Opatz. First pitch is fouled away to the third base side for strike 1. Next pitch misses low. Give you a look at Autumn's pre-pitch here. So she stands back, takes her sign, and then her stance. 1-1 delivery. And that's going to miss down in the dirt in a puff of smoke or dust. They say 3 yards in a cloud of dust for those old school Packer fans. I think that was a Packer mantra from the glory days, Lombardi glory days. Shout out to all the Vikings fans out there. All right, 2-1 delivery. Swung on, pulled foul towards the third base side. That levels the count out at 2-2. Told my mother-in-law I'd give her a shout out, so a little hi to you guys up there in northwest Minnesota, Rochadle household. So 2-2 delivery coming. Line drive, and that's going to be a seeing eye single. It gets out to left field and returned back to shortstop Tatum Ellingson for a 1-out single for the Cardinal. And they are going to courtesy run number 25, which I don't even have on the lineup. That is Brooke Grovel. Pulled up from JV2, so she would have had some action Friday night when we played, but she's in courtesy running for the catcher. Up next is, what we got here, number 10, Emma Weiler. She's a junior, and she's bunted twice, successfully once, and I don't remember how she got her other single. I think it was just a slow roller that we didn't play, but she's 2 for 2 on the night, so wouldn't say dangerous hitter, but she is seeing the ball well. So with 1 out here, got an 0-1 count and expect bunt again. Ball comes back. Nelson fires down to short and ready to fire. Well, played quick action, and I didn't have the right play on. Another bunt attempt. Yep, and that's why you do that. If you see there, Lily's crashing down hard. There's nobody to throw behind the runner on a pickoff move, and you're just trying to put everybody into a tough spot. So back-to-back balls there on the attempted bunts. Again, Emma has reached safely on a bunt, and this is where it gets tricky because it puts the second baseman in a tough spot. But you see hands, everybody's moving, and that one is fouled back for strike 2. But we got good rotation. Everyone's moving where they're supposed to. So in this case, 2 strikes. You're probably gonna be swinging away, so everybody holds their position a little bit longer. Oh, 2 delivery, or 2-2 coming. Outside rung up for Schultz's first strikeout of the night in a timely moment of this game. So that brings count. Again, she has been working her tail off. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, ton of putouts, ground balls, fly balls, the like. And again, Chippewa has just been able to get the hits when they have runners where they need them, or hits where they need them when the runners are in place. And here we are, top of 6, 2 outs, runner on first, and up to bat is number 6, Brooke Sweefelhofer. First pitch, swinging strike. And Brooke is over 2 tonight with a pop to first and a fielder's choice out. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Nelson fires down to first on a pickoff attempt. Wang applies the tag, no love. So, and in a big twist of events, Schultz finds herself in an 0-2 pitch count, working to junior Brooks Sweefelhofer. And Strike 3 taken, runner goes, no need to throw that down. So Schultz battles through this with back-to-back strikeouts, her first 2 of the night. And hopefully that provides the momentum that the Cats need to kind of kickstart the offense. We're gonna lead off with Ellingson, Schaefer, and Johnson. We've done this a couple of times tonight by my records here in a weird twist. So up to bat first will be Tatum Ellingson. As I zoom in and we get some player coach discussions. So again, Ellingson, Schaefer, and there's Ava Johnson ready to go. So hopefully we can get something started here, leadoff runner aboard, and good things happen from there. All right, Ellingson steps in, hopefully getting something started. We got some chance going, so definitely feeling it, trying different looks at the dugout. First pitch in there for a called strike 1. Second pitch, ground ball, foul down the first base line. Gloved by the first baseman. And that will be strike 2. So just like that, Tatum finds herself down 0-2 in the count here. Top of 6, trying to get something started. Rough math indicates that no matter what happens here, the Cats will get through back into the top of the lineup. Third pitch taken there for a ball. 1-2 coming, and jams her up and gets caught on a swinging strike 3. So opposite of the Cats, the Cardinal pitcher is finding herself with 9 strikeouts on the evening and leads off with a changeup. Gets Schaefer out on her front foot. Always tough. Would have fooled me if I'm honest. She has not thrown many first pitch changeups, so good change call. Next pitch comes back with fastball. That's exactly what you're trying to do. Keep your hitters off balance. Yeah, 0-2. He's going to miss high and away. Good hold there by Schaefer. All right. Sutherland steps in for her 1-2 delivery, and it's going to miss that one low, bringing the count 2-2. Two-two delivery. Chase is upstairs, and that will be strike 3. So first 2 batters retired here, top of 6. And this brings up Ava Johnson. Ava on the evening is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop up to first. First pitch, foul back there. 0-1 delivery. Changeup misses outside. Again, super effective. 1-strike changeup. All right, deep breath for Johnson. 1-1 and swinging, strike 2. All right, takes her spot. Pitcher's ready. 2-2 delivery. Changeup swung on. Nope, just 2-1 delivery. It was off a pitch. Haven't done that much tonight. So swinging on the changeup. I'd probably come right back to it. Let's see what they call here. 2-2, and she goes fastball. Misses inside in the dirt. So you got a 3-2 count, 2 outs. Let's see what we're gonna go with. Catches her on a called strike. 3-2 in the inning. So, with chances dwindling here for the Cats, they got one more inning to go play some stout defense. Here in the top of 7, we're going to do a quick run to the sponsors again, say thanks, and good bio break for the final push.
To thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage Team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcats softball and sponsor Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcats softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Hines and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the staff.
All right, coming back at you here, we have freshman Avery Rogers taking her, I think, first swing of the night, fouls it back. The 0-1 delivery. Gonna miss down low in the dirt for ball 1. Whew, just misses high on the 1-1 delivery for ball 2. And this is freshman Avery Rogers' first plate appearance, so she substituted it in. And next pitch, swinging, strike 2 on a changeup, off speed. Very nice pitch there. She substituted in for Harlow Bruce, also a freshman. So just like that, find ourselves with a 2-2 count and swinging, strike 3. Don't look now, but that is 3 in a row for Schultz. Starting to pick up heat as we move to the top of the order. So this brings up number 1, third baseman Marissa Bauer. She is, well, at least 1 for 3, might be 2 for 3. Not 100%. I missed her second at bat there, but no, she had a double in the second plate appearance. So we will see what we have. First pitch was fouled back. All right, the 0-1. Misses low. Ball 1. One's going to be grounded up the middle. Out to Harper Lee, who gets the ball back into second baseman. So, 1 down, 1 aboard. Here in the dicey moment, and you've got number 21, Brooklyn Helgeson, slap bunter, who has gotten on twice on slap hits. She lined out to the third baseman, Nora Killian, last at bat. She's going to do it again and fouls one off. Again, slap foul. I like this style. She really just gets the bat into the zone, get it flat, hold it there and put it on and run as fast as you can. And you've seen tonight how you can field it cleanly, come up and make a throw, and it's still not in time. So the 0-1 delivery on the slap, and yep. So they seem to have earned the respect, or pitcher catching duo has seemed to earn the respect, that there have not been a lot of just wide open steals. The one that there was, a questionable call early, I think first inning, but you got your leadoff runner aboard and trying to get another bunt down. So we haven't seen a lot of attempted steals as a result, and that starts to happen. I think 14U and JV steals, you go from almost every batter at 10U, 12U, and then all of a sudden the arms get strong enough, pitches get faster, and it's a lot harder to steal in this game. So 1-2 delivery, another. See, this gets super interesting. That is a check swing. Her bat sits in the zone as if she's bunting. But because it's more of a slap hit, you don't get out for a bunt. Pretty questionable. I don't know, like, yeah, there, she did it again. So, and it truly is. She's just watching it all the way in, a quick slap. So, definitely not a bunt. I stand corrected after watching that one. So, foul that one off to Nora Killian down third baseline. That's the whole point. Make them make a long throw, try to hit it soft, and just outbeat it. Or beat out the throw. So, back to a 1-2 pitch again. This is a good pitch to steal on, in truth. And goes down with the slap, swing, miss for strikeout number 4. 4 out of 5 batters. So we go from no strikeouts to Autumn is on a roll right now. Throw down to first. A little late by Nelson, but again, keeping him honest. On the called strike one. At least I think it was called strike one. Up to bat for the Cardinal is number 22, Cameron Wiedemeyer, freshman. She's going to hit a ground ball to Ellingson, who's going to take the fielder's choice, flip to Opatz, who's there at second, almost as you draw it up. So with that, we head to the top of 7. Down 3, we will have freshman first baseman Lily Wang leading off, followed by Reese Nelson, and then top with Autumn Schultz. So we'll see if the freshman can get something started here in the top of 7. Need 3 to survive. See another inning, and 4 to win. And that would be quite the exciting night. Little walk-off. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's win an at-bat, get a base runner, and then string a few of these together. Sun's back out, just warmed up a little bit. Wind's even died down, at least I think. Fun little detail, Reese and Lily, your first two batters, have played together for quite a few years now. Been fortunate enough to be on the same team. Some good chemistry, but we got Lily Wang, so she'll step in, her third at-bat of the night. Lily is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. She's going to watch the first one miss high and wide. For ball one. All right, dugout starts to come to life. And you want to stay on it and as much noise as you can get. And next pitch, changeup, misses outside. So 2-0 count for Wang, who carries some power in her bat. 2-0 delivery. It's going to miss inside. And as a pitcher in this moment, last thing you really want to do, not that she's had too much pressure applied to her, but the last thing you really want to do is put your leadoff runner on. Takes a 3-0 pitch down the middle on a take, and pitcher comes back with a fastball for called strike one. 3-1 delivery. Expect another fastball, and Wang was ready for that. She's just not quite seeing it. Missed underneath that one, and that brings us to a 3-2 count. Her timing was pretty good there. And that pitch will miss outside. And in fashion, Cats have the leadoff runner on. They need to string some hits together. So up to bat now is freshman catcher, Reese Nelson. She is 0 for 2 on the night with a walk. First pitch in there. It's going to be taken at the knees for strike one. Curious to find out. So Nelson takes her stance in there. Pitcher has her sign. And the 0-1 delivery, change up, and she's going to hit a little half swing bunter. And it's enough to move the runner around and call that a check swing bunt, but it's enough to move the runner around. Unfortunately, we need base runners in this moment, but we'll take it. Runner in scoring position brings up Autumn Schultz, top of the lineup, with Autumn is 1 for 3 on the night with a base hit, strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Lily Wang advances to second on the fielder's choice. Schultz takes her stance as the pitcher prepares for her windup. First pitch in there, misses high for ball one. One-0 delivery. Swung, hit hard out to left field. And it is enough to get out. Sorry if you did not see that, folks. I flipped to the wrong camera. You saw where it left. Just like that, Autumn Schultz. Wind died down. I don't think that ball goes at the beginning of the game, even halfway through. We had hard wind coming off of the left field fence. Left fielder was drifting back, and the fence got in the way before she could get to the ball, and it cleared. So just like that, Autumn Schultz helps herself for a 1 out, 1 on, 2-run dinger to bring the Cats to within 1. And the beauty of this moment right now, dugout should be electric, in my opinion. Just to be loud. Chippewa Falls has not faced a moment like this all season. And what I mean by that is up 1 run, bottom of 7. And we're in the heart of our lineup, folks. So hopefully that instills some belief, and we'll see what Sutherland can do in this moment with 1 out. Junior second baseman Rory Opatz comes to the plate as a new ball has to interplay. So Rory takes her stance. Sun comes out, as you can see, as Rory assesses. And pitchers getting ready. First pitch in there for a fastball down the middle, swung on and missed by Opatz. Next pitch misses low and away for ball 1. And just like that, that wind gusts again, timing. So if we got timing this inning, you need that in this game. Timely hits. Next pitch, changeup misses high and away. And we have a slight grimace of the catcher. So 2-1, down the middle. Opatz was sitting on the fastball there. Timed that up and ripped it down third base line. So again, as a pitcher, are you reading that, or are you just stepping back in? Give me my next pitch, I'm gonna throw it. I would probably go changeup. I'm reading that, and we are 3-2 count now. So, if you can't hear, dugout has come to life. 3-2 count, down the middle, called strike 3. All right, the Cardinal inch 1 step closer. Up to bat now is center fielder freshman Harper Lee. Again, ball in play all night. She is 1 for 3. Last at bat, got a single down the right side. Out to right field. First pitch coming, swung on, fouled back. And Lee takes her stance, pitch coming, changeup, 1 strike changeup. Back to Lee here. Takes her stance, gets ready, checks where people are, and back to the pitch, and that's gonna miss low for ball 2. Again, when you got a pitcher throwing this velocity, you tag one, square it up, you can get a ball out pretty easily. So just like that, we got, I shouldn't say easily, but you know, energy transfers. These bats really make the ball go. And now we got a 3-1 count, hitters count to number 3 hitter, Harper Lee. And full swing, fouls it back. Get to a full count. The beauty, folks at home, is we get to do this again up in Chippewa Falls 2 nights from tonight. So absolutely great game thus far. We got a 1-run battle here. Cats grasping to what they have left. Next pitch, hit on. Line shot right at the right fielder, and that will be enough to retire the side and wrap the game. So, not without a very exciting 7 innings. The Cats are going to fall again to Chippewa Falls, but I think message sent. this age can play straight up with two of the Chippewa Falls teams. So it's going to be a fun battle to watch in the Big Rivers Conference as everybody gets a year under their belt, a little more experience. That's one of those for the Wildcats. Nothing to hang your head about. Fairly clean game, top to bottom. They got timely hits at the right time. And last inning definitely made it a little more exciting. But all in, a lot of fun for the evening. So, as you heard, we do this again up in Chippewa Falls on Thursday night. And the link should be up on YouTube, same place you found this. And hope to be broadcasting in similar fashion. So, hope to see all of you tuned in out there. And if not, so be it. I'll be there recording. And you can watch it after the fact. So, thanks for tuning in. Without further ado, signing.